Hey everyone, Krellopix here, and today I thought I'd try a little beaded project that I picked up in Singapore in 2018. It's a little flower vase and something I haven't done before, so let's give it a go. So I found this little craft shop in Singapore, and it was full of all of these little beaded things with these large plastic beads, and I was like, oh, that's pretty cool, something new for me to try. Basically, that's what sucked me in. And I bought this kit and like a couple of other kits, but this one is a vase and it's a plum blossom design. So here's what it's gonna look like, hopefully, if I can get it done. It's quite chunky looking, but I thought maybe the technique would be cool, so we'll see how that goes. And for $13.50, Singapore dollars, I got this bag of mixed beads and the filament and the instructions, and that's it. So let's have a look at the instructions. They are all in Chinese, but hopefully if Google Translate was on my side, hopefully I can understand what's going on here. And yeah, it seems pretty easy if you kind of follow along the colors and the patterns here. It seems like it would be easy, but who knows. I'll give it a try. But if you like, what you see at the end, if it comes out all right, well, I guess if it doesn't come out all right, I won't be posting it. But if you like what you see and you want a tutorial, just let me know in the comments below and I'll see what I can do. I'll just quickly show you what the beads look like. There are these really chunky square beads. They're quite interesting. They're not pony beads, but and I thought I've never seen these square ones before, so I wasn't sure if I'd be able to get more of these in the future. But having a look on AliExpress, there are plenty of them in every color you could possibly imagine, so no problem there. Then it came with these flower beads and pearls for the centers, and these are just embellishments that go onto the vase when you're done weaving it, I believe. But enough of that. The only other thing I have to help me is a pin to mark one of the ends, so I know which end, because you're crisscrossing through the beads, so I need to keep a reminder of which side is which. So I'll color one end as I work on it, and then just some scissors. So let's get into it. Oh gosh, I had the best time when I was in Singapore. We had picked a hotel that was actually pretty close to a shopping center. Well, two shopping centers. One was like kind of more like a mall, more high end, lots more stores, lots more floors. The other one was a bit smaller. It was only 2 levels, or maybe 3 or something like that, and a lot smaller stores. But it was incredibly convenient. And the smaller shopping center also had 2 food courts, one indoors and one outdoors. And I must say, if I could, I would have had chili crab and pepper crab every single day. It was so delicious. Man, that stuff is so good. It's so messy. Like, they give you gloves as a part of your meal. Usually you get utensils, your knives, your forks, napkins. With the pepper crab and chili crab, you get gloves. It was messy. It was so good though. Oh man, just dreaming about it now. But I didn't have it every day because Singapore also had Popeye's chicken, and me being from Chicago, I had to eat that as much as possible as well. So it was good eating in Singapore. very good eating. So aside from the chili crab and pepper crab and the Popeye's chicken, we also had chicken rice. That was delicious. And we had bakute. And bakute is like this pork bone soup. Oh man, it was just so good. Oh, I feel like I must have gained like 50 pounds when I was there. But we walked a lot, so maybe that helped. But the two craft stores that I found were actually in the smaller shopping center. And one was the one that had all the beaded, this kit in it, and it was mostly just the beaded crafts in the store. They sold loose beads and they sold the project kits and everything like that. And it took me 2 days to figure out which kits to buy, because I knew I wanted to buy them when I first saw. I walked past this place every day because we would go there and have breakfast in the mornings. Walked past this place every day. I knew I wanted to get something from there. But yeah, it took me 2 days. And I finally picked, I wanted a range. So I picked 3 projects, and this was one of them. And yeah, I'm quite happy with that. The shop owners, they were also super nice. And of course, chatty, because they wanted me to buy everything in the store. And I wanted to help them, I wanted to grant that wish for them. If only, right? The other craft store was a bit more all-around craft store, kind of like Michael's in the States or Spotlight here in Australia. They had many different types of crafts, and they had everything from like yarn to thread to I bought nice birdie. I bought the pushpin pixel craft that I did, and the link will be here. I bought that at the more generic store, and you could tell it's kind of old. Like they had 2 or 3 kits there, 2 of the same, and they were dusty and everything, but it was so marked down. It was like $4, and I was like, well, how could I not get this? It was something I had never seen, never heard of, never tried. How could I not? I'd be stupid for passing it up for $4. So yeah, that's what happened with that one. Again, hard not to buy out the whole store because I just want to get everything. But yeah, that's probably like half of my Singapore trip was looking in these craft stores and eating. The rest was meeting up with friends. It was just a lot of fun. It was the best trip. It was a very good trip. I saw a coloring book. It's been a while now, but I saw a coloring book that I really found interesting. I saw it on Lisa's Coloring Corner, her YouTube channel, and the link is below in the description box. You should go check her out. But she does these mosaic coloring books, and the ones that I saw in particular that I really liked were these square mandalas and an animal square mandala mosaic coloring book. So it's just, basically it's squares that are numbered, color by number, and then they, form a picture. And it was really cool. And she had also employed this, I'm not sure what you would technically call it, but using X's to color in the boxes instead of, completely coloring in the box. You just marked an X in the box. And I thought it was absolutely brilliant on so many levels. It looked cool. It looked like an awesome cross stitch, but you're coloring, and I just thought it was so awesome. And by also only putting an X in the box, you color faster so you can finish a project faster. And I was like, oh my gosh, this is perfect for me. Awesome, awesome, awesome. So I went to go look for these books, and alas, I can't get them in Australia. I was so disappointed. I think maybe because they're relatively new releases, so maybe eventually we'll get them here in Australia. I don't know. I hope we get them soon, and if not, maybe I can convince my mom to send them to me or something. I don't know, but I was like, I've got to have these books. I want to try. So if you want to know what I'm talking about, please go to Lisa's channel, and yeah, she's got tons of them, and they're just absolutely awesome. Like, I've got lack of words. I want to color them so bad. I even looked up other Mosaic books, but those square mandalas, because mandalas I really like, and those square mandalas and the ones with the animals, they're just so well done. Like, the art is really awesome, and I want to try those. So yeah, hopefully I can try those soon, and I'll show you guys if I get the books. That's it. I am done, finally. This took about 4 hours to put together, which isn't bad. At least I don't think that's bad. That took up 4 hours of my time. If I was bored, that'd be good. It was really easy once you got started because, as you saw, the 4 walls were all done in one piece, and then the bottom, it was just like filling it in. So it was pretty easy. I'm impressed at how easy it was. The only thing is now that my fingers are a bit, I think I'm gonna get blisters from pulling the filament too tight, or trying to keep it tight, because this stuff it's thin for your fingers, but it's pretty thick for string. But you need to make sure you pull tight so that you get a rigid walls. So yeah, and then tying the knots, that was kind of hellish, but it was all right, and it was easy to introduce a new piece of the filament. And so you can, if you look really closely, you can see the knots, but at a glance can't see them at all, I guess because it's clear. But yeah. Overall, I really think that this was a very quick and easy project, quite fun to do, very interesting. I do like the plum blossom look. These extra beaded flowers on the outside were a nice touch. There was 2 parts in the pattern that I don't like. So most of the beaded flowers go on top of the pink ones that were four beads that formed kind of a flower. So it looks good here, and it sits on that. But in part of the pattern, the 4 pink ones didn't sit right, where I could thread the flower bead through them. So it's kind of off here, and I personally am not fond of that. So that's one thing. And then here, putting the flower on the corner, so half of it was on this side, half was on this side, but you can't put 2 flower beads here because that would be silly. So I don't like it showing here without a flower bead, but it looks, I guess I'm not too happy about this flower bead hanging off the edge either, but that's what the pattern is. If I make my own pattern, I would adjust that, of course, but it is what it is. I followed directions, ha ha ha. But yeah, it came together quite nicely. It seemed like there was a good amount of beads. These are all the plastic ones that I have left. quite a few extra flowers and extra pearls and extra filaments. So yeah, I'm pleased with the materials. Overall, pretty good. Like I said, it was 13 Singapore dollars, and yeah, 4 hours worth of fun. Why not? Not bad price, I don't think so. Yeah, let me know if you guys are interested in tutorial on how to do this weaving technique. I can certainly do one. It was easier than I thought it was gonna be. But that's it. I really do hope that you have enjoyed this journey. Now I need to find something to put in here. That's what it looks like on the inside. Yeah, let me know what you think in the comments below. Let me know if you want a tutorial. Please stay safe. I hope you have enjoyed, and I will see you in the next video. Bye.